Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Midnight Rambles. Sorry if you can hear the rain in the background. Or maybe you can't? I know I tried recording some of the rain earlier, and when I went back to check to see if you could actually hear it in the video, if I was talking over it, at some points you could, at other points you couldn't, but maybe it'll be a good thing. I know lots of people enjoy the sounds of rain on a tin roof. What's one of the perks of living in a trailer? It's always the prettiest whenever it decides it wants to rain. Well, guys, today I think I'd like to talk about video games. Specifically, what your guys' favorite type of video games are. I know when I started this channel, I was focused more on doing video game reviews, even mentioned that I wanted to do some book reviews. But at the time when I started the channel, I was in college and I was taking a class on YouTube itself. And for the class, we had to make a channel and we had to pick a specific niche into which we would create our videos and focus in on them. Some of the things that I would have wanted to do, like ASMR, weren't specifically on the list. So instead, I decided to stick with something that I knew, something that I loved, and something that I thought I could do over and over again, even beyond the classroom, as a passion project. And don't get me wrong, I still love video games, but being able to script out, talk about, and film it all within the span of a week, on top of the other things that I had to do for classes, I was a work study at the time, I had the passion and the means, but I didn't feel myself having the drive to be able to complete the work the way that I should have. And I'm pretty sure that it shows in some of the videos. And then after college ended, and I started looking for jobs, started helping out more around the house, the YouTube channel kind of fell to the wayside because I just didn't feel the motivation to really film anything. I felt that I couldn't film it properly for any of you. I felt that I was lacking as a presenter. But then, as more and more jobs either started to reject me or as jobs just didn't reply to my applications, I got more and more frustrated with myself. And I wanted to feel that in some small way I was contributing. I was doing something worthwhile and that could be considered and counted as work in the meantime while I was actually searching for a job which could help me pay some of the bills around the house, pay off some of my student loans. And I know I mentioned all this in a previous video about how I wanted to feel that I was doing something and to give you guys something to look forward to and to even give you guys just something fun to listen to throughout the day. But that's how I am. I regurgitate points. I have to rethink through everything multiple times to the point of overthinking it to death. I'm a processor. It's what I do. And I discover every time I do rethink about things and want to re-talk about them. I promise I won't do it all the time. Just 99.9% of the time. I learn something new about the points that I've already thought about. And the things that I usually end up learning help me along in my journey of becoming a better person, of being more myself. And this whole tangent is just to say that, yet again, I didn't get a job that I applied for. And I wanted to mope. I wanted to feel sad. And I absolutely am and will. Because sometimes you have to. You can't be upbeat all the time. You can't be sad all the time either. Your emotions should come with balance. Because that's personally what I feel the body needs. Sometimes your body will just be sad for no reason. And that's okay. Sometimes you'll be exuberantly happy. again for seemingly no reason, and that's just as equally okay too, because those feelings are a part of you. They are what helps to make you the person everyone loves and cares about. And so, accepting and understanding those emotions is part of what I think makes human beings some of the most resilient on the planet. Our ability to come together and to talk about things, important things, like religion, gender, politics, our beliefs about ourselves, the way the universe works, and even if we disagree on all of those points, at the end of the day, to still look at the other person and say, I still love you and care about you. You are still the person that I have known, and your opinions do not change who you are and what you mean to me. It's one of the coolest things I think that can happen between any one person and the people that they care about the most. But I was really inspired to make a video like this and to restate points I have probably restated a dozen times by the kindness and the warmth of the people that I love. Because when I mentioned that I didn't get the job, they didn't tell me, hey, don't not be sad. They simply told me, you got this. You will find something that suits you. Don't give up. And to me, that's a heck of a lot better than them telling me, hey, pick yourself up, go try again. Because to me, knowing that someone is supporting you rather than pushing you is what really gets me more motivated. Yes, sometimes I do need to be pushed. I will admit, I am one of the laziest people you will ever see, and there are times when you literally have to drag me around by the ear. But when you do drag me around by the ear, I have to be the one to ask you to do that. Otherwise, I am a donkey. I will dig in my heels. I will refuse, and I will be entirely angry and upset at you for trying to drag me around and make me do things I don't want to do, even if they are absolutely the best thing in the world for me, and I need to go do them. I am just that type of stubborn. It is a major character flaw that I really enjoy in myself sometimes, because I can work with me to the point that if you know how to get my stubborn streak going, I will end up doing the thing I say I'm not going to end up doing, simply because I want to prove to you that I can overcome my stubborn streak and to prove that I simply can do the thing you're telling me I cannot do, because I feel myself to be capable. And then when I realize what you've done, I'll either end up thanking you and thinking about the process so that I can overcome my stubborn streak in the future in the same manner about the same topic or similar topics that may come up, or I'll be extremely embarrassed and I'll sink to my feet and I'll just kind of contemplate life for a really long time because I am a goofball like that. And to think, when I started this video, I wanted to talk about video games. I mean, I still kind of do. For me, some of my favorite games are role-playing games or RPGs. Not the MMORPGs, mostly because I don't have the technology and the internet to be able to play them properly. I do enjoy them though, they look super cool. But the regular classic RPGs, like The Legend of Zelda, Pokemon, Mario, I enjoy the Tales series, I enjoy a lot of Japanese RPGs like that. Some of the more eclectic titles I enjoy playing are the Xenosaga series. Those games are wild and wacky and have so much science mumbo jumbo that you end up more confused, even when you're still piecing together the story and you think you understand it, and then throws something completely out of the ordinary and says, oh, by the way, these things you thought were scientifically based are actually more based in religion because now we're going to go hard left and tackle religion is bad and here's why as a theme. I swear. It's also such a really fun game though. because there's robot battles in space. There's an adorable android cyborg person. Well, she's not really a cyborg. There is a cyborg, but she's not. I guess she's more of, yeah, an actual android. Still cute though. I won't spoil it for you. You'll just have to go play it for yourselves if you want to figure out what I'm talking about. There's 3 games in the series. There was supposed to be more, but time and production and money kind of got in the way. But I still absolutely love them. They're on the PS2, for those of you who are curious. And I think they made a DS remake, but good luck getting it. It is really expensive. So I don't recommend it unless you've saved up for a Christmas present. In which case, go for it, my friends. I think another type of game that I really enjoy playing are mystery games. Sometimes you just want something simple and you want to feel like you're a detective, going throughout the world, solving cases and crimes. Besides RPGs, if you already haven't been able to tell by the fact that I did a review on them, I love strategy games. Even just beyond Fire Emblem, like strategy games in general, make me happy because I get to challenge myself and my brain to think of new patterns and to enjoy new ways of fighting the same battles that I know and love from RPGs, but in a more tactical style. And beyond Fire Emblem, some of my most beloved tactics games are the Final Fantasy tactics games. I recently started playing the original PSP Final Fantasy Tactics, The War of the Lions, and I am absolutely loving it. It is gorgeous. Like a lot of these old games, I don't know how in the world they managed to get something to look so beautiful with the moving sprites, the backgrounds that move with you, the enemy sprites that move. It's all just so complex. And I know it takes a bunch of coding, but to me, someone had to draw all of that. And it just blows my mind that all of that can be contained on a thing that can fit into my hands. And even beyond the beautiful graphics, the story of the game, I haven't gotten very far. I am obsessed with going through and leveling up my party and getting the jobs unlocked and seeing what all there is to do. It's just so cool how much of variety to the jobs there are and all the requirements for unlocking them. And I can't wait to play more of the game. I don't do it very often because it's on my phone, but when I do have time, just crank out like 20 minutes, maybe an hour. I always feel rewarded when I play games like that. I guess any type of game will do that too, where you feel rewarded. So, if there are any games that you feel reward you for what you do, or any games you enjoy, go ahead and leave them down in the comments below. And if you like this video, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more just like it. Think I'm gonna leave it at that, you guys. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. This is Erisai Xerxes, signing out. Bye, guys.